Oh, they gonna remember us.
On the first weekend of December, for the past 21 years, the Fall Brawl has taken place at the Badlands RC Supercross track. Located just a few miles from the beautiful Atlantic Ocean, in the heart of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, this long and storied venue has been host to the Fall Brawl for its entire existence. Throughout the years, this event would attract RC racers from all around the country to test their driving skills on the high-traction clay surface and technical track layouts. After 20 years, the original owners, KB, Wendell, and Monty, decided to retire. In doing so, they passed the torch over to BeachRC.com to keep the Badlands and Fall Brawl going. If ever there was a lesson to be learned about running an outdoor track, it's that weather can always be just around the corner, and that it was. It's Tuesday morning, and the track crew arrives to find the track is completely underwater. With only 2 days left until the start of practice, they scramble to rid the muddy surface of the standing water so they can begin to re-prep the track for the weekend's event. Having been distracted by all the water and mud, no one seemed to recognize that someone was stealing the tires off the 21-year-old tractor. It's Wednesday morning, with only 1 day left before practice. 2 inches of rain drops and the track is soup again. By Thursday morning, and only hours before the scheduled start, this is what the track looked like.
I've done this many times. The south side, that would have been it. There would have been no more racing.
Oh yeah, like
None.
If it wasn't for the Fall Brawl, I'd just be like, let's just cancel. What do we? Let's reschedule, right? You know?
There's not enough shoveling on south side's clay when it gets that wet. It takes 2 weeks before you can get on the track. Great job again, man.
Thank you.
Almost like a modern-day miracle, the track crew got it done. With only a 2-hour delay, the first cars warm up and get ready to hit the track for some much-anticipated practice. It's only Thursday, and the surrounding area is already full of RVs, trailers, and tents, as the RC racing community has descended en masse to the 21st Fall Brawl. As the driver stand begins to fill up, with racers from all around the country, the first laps are being run while the track begins to take shape and develop a little bit of character. With each passing lap, a black groove starts to form and traction starts to rise.
Been out there yet?
I have not. I just got here.
So
character to be had. It looks like it's already starting to develop a hole at the end of the front straightaway. Yeah, we'll be patching it up throughout the weekend.
Practice is coming to an end.
At 1 p.m. I will post up the event verification forms.
To make sure the racers had the best experience, BeachRC brought in Lance McDonald to run the program and be the race director for the weekend. They also hired Danny Paz to film the action and stream it live to the internet. Both of these guys are some of the best in the business. If you've never seen the content that Danny provides, you'd think that he had a four-man crew, but he does it all by himself. BeachRC also made sure to provide food trucks and vendors throughout the weekend to keep all the hungry racers happy and fed. At one point, I counted 4 different vendors there at the same time.
Drivers meeting, please. Drivers meeting. If we get all my racers to the track, please, for drivers meeting. Come on out, guys.
I think we're at like 380 entries, not bad for a Fall Brawl, so thank you.
I love you, Stan.
All right, guys, everybody look up this way.
What you guys had to deal with and get to now? I mean, this is superhuman, man. This is superhuman what you guys did. Thank you guys so much for putting this on for us, and it's going to be an awesome week.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you
All
so
the
much.
guys that have made this event what it is.
David Olsen is a young driver that aspires to be a full-time professional racer. In the past 4 years, since he was just a little guy, and as long as I've known him, he's been making his way through the ranks of the RC racing circuit and has been a long-time driver for the major chassis manufacturer, Techno. Just recently, he's decided to make a change and start running for a popular European brand called S-Works.
We had a good year improving last year, and you know, we thought everything was going pretty good, and it was, and there's nothing wrong, but it just seemed like start of the year it was kind of rough, and then the rest of the year it just kind of flattened out, and I wasn't really making a lot of improvement, or you know, I would like to take this further, and I didn't see myself getting there, and maybe I was impatient, but it just didn't seem like it was working out for me too well. So we you know, we did our season, and I mean, I had fun with the team, and you know, the cars are still good and everything. It just I don't know, it's the only car I've ever driven like raced, so I wanted to try something new, and I think we made the right choice. I mean, the cars are really good, stable. It's a different driving style, kind of brings some fun back to try and, you know, learn something new and just drive something different. It's nice to make a change sometimes. The ultimate goal is to pursue it past high school and take it as far as I can. I would like to be, you know, top 25 list, and, you know, just like one of those guys racing every weekend and stuff, and that's the ultimate goal. But sometimes a car just isn't going to get you there, so I had to make a change. And there's only so much time you have to make a goal like that. You know, you can't wait around forever to really start pushing yourself. And I feel like I've been pushing myself a lot more this year, more track time, and I just feel like, you know, maybe I topped out, maybe I wasn't exploring enough, but I wasn't comfortable. It's a new adventure, and I already feel faster, and I already feel more comfortable. So I, you know, can't complain, and I would like to. Hopefully I can take these even further, you know what I mean? Just improvement is all I'm looking for. It's not even, it doesn't have to be big wins every weekend, but as long as I'm steadily improving is what I'm, you know, really looking for. That's the ultimate goal.
Behind every young, talented driver is a strong support system.
David started out on a slash truck, and we started then in with Techno vehicles, and had a great time with Techno, and learned a lot with the cars, and good team and people. Just felt it was time to try something else with his driving style and the type of car, and try the S-Works, and seemed to really feel and fit his driving style, and really good handling for the car. Really like the way the car is constructed and the components. Team so far has been great to work with and good people as well. Look forward to the future with them. And obviously the results that we're starting out with this weekend have been very exceptional and in the right direction for David. He has our whole family 100% support. This is what he wants to do. You really only live once. You look back and you wish you would have done things when you were younger because you don't get them opportunities later on. You know, he's young enough and there's hopefully a long life there that, hey, spend a couple years of this and see where it goes. And if it works out, works out. If not, it'll be great memories and going forward, and something he can do forever, and maybe transition into some other type of career with it, associated along with it, you know, and work in that type of work. But for right now, the way things are, going, we're going to just continue to work as we do, and our travels, and work with a team, and just try to keep improving.
Qualifiers are underway. The Pro Nitro Buggy class is up next. David warms up his car alongside his lone pitman and father, Chris.
I was pretty happy with that one. I was just, the whole time I was thinking, like, the car was really easy to drive. I wasn't really pushing anything crazy. I haven't had to really push all weekend to go fast. I was just out there kind of driving, and I was with Donnie and Kate the whole time, and not too far behind Cole, and I was like, well, I'm doing good, and there's no need to really push and crash, so, I'll take it too. That's pretty good for me, so, yeah.
It's a new day here at the 21st annual Fall Brawl. Some people are up early to inspect the track. Others are still drinking coffee in their trailers. Drivers ready themselves for a long day as they get some last-minute professional advice. Friends and teammates help each other out with a tune of these tricky nitromethane two-stroke engines. Saturday brings 2 rounds of qualifying and some lower mains at night. The pressure turns up as racers compete on this high traction surface in hopes to qualify directly into the A mains. After all the rain wreaking havoc to the track earlier in the week, so far this weekend, the weather has turned out beautiful. In a sport that consists mostly of men, Mylee Mihelich and Maddy Long are 2 young female racers that are competing at the top levels of their respective divisions. They're also part of an amazing family that travels the East Coast on any given weekend, competing in the RC circuit.
You want to be at an angle. You don't want to be straight, because you got to turn when you hit the ground if you're straight.
Between rounds, they walk the track as Mylee's father, Rusty, goes over the race lines and places to avoid while also discussing strategy. Mom, Stacy, and Maddie's father, Wayne, are also in tow.
Because this will flip you over if you hit this. What Spencer Rifkin tell y'all? Round everything. And you want to round this.
This family functions as one solid unit that gives 100% support to each other.
Which way you want to turn your wheels here? Turn left, your car's going to lean right, it's going to tuck in. This is a high-speed corner, so you want to be out here, full throttle, maybe just let off, blip it a little bit, get that car turned, and this is your line right here.
Well, in 2020, Rusty had got back into RC racing with my son. About June, you gotta remember Rusty is now my kid's stepdad. Of course, with my ex-wife, I was invited along. And, you know, kind of worked through that awkwardness that first race. And the next thing I know, I'm invited to another race. And then I was like, hey, man, when I get to go to the next race, let me know. And he's like, well, you ain't got to ask no more. When we go, you go. In this trailer, there is no, that's mine, that's yours, it's all of ours. You pick it up, you go. You know, I don't care if his daughter needs the engine. She's getting it, and it ain't no thinking about it.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic, and it raises a few eyebrows sometimes, but you know, it works, and I think it's really good for the kids. They actually enjoy it. They have my kids call him Uncle Wayne, and so they enjoy the whole team aspect of it. I think there will be memories that will follow them.
And I treat these kids like my kids. When we go out to dinner at home, or we go to skate land, or we do anything like that, a lot of times his kids go. When we hit the food truck here, Mylee knows who to come to, who's going to buy lunch. She don't even go to Dad. She comes to me, Uncle Wayne, what we eating today?
I'll tell her to make a sandwich.
She's Uncle Wayne, what we eating? So, yeah, I mean, we're friends.
All right, girls, how you feeling so far about this weekend?
Pretty good.
You guys got to build your car, right?
Yeah, we built the new B4s over Thanksgiving break.
How'd that go for you?
It was pretty chaotic, but we got it done. Yeah.
Okay. Any issues you run into?
I don't think so.
How much instruction did your dads have to give you?
A lot. The whole car.
Sure. All right. If you could do it again, could you do it without so much instruction?
No.
No?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we built the new B4Es. We built them first, and we're going to build the Nitros probably over Christmas break. We utilized Thanksgiving break to build the E's. And how I did it is I lined up all three of us, myself, Maddy, and Mylee, and we basically unboxed, cut the seals on the boxes, lifted them up, and I did my portion, and then I made sure that they did the same on each step of building the kit, and it worked out perfect. And after it was, we did a little bit each day, so it took us about 4 days to get them done, and you know, they're kids, so their attention span's not huge, but after it was complete, they actually told me they enjoyed it.
Maddy, doing pretty good in the A sort, looks like. What do you think? You think you got a top 5 in you?
Yeah, probably.
Her issue right now, or not issue, but her thing she has to work on is hitting those marks every single time, because she's having a couple bobbles because she's missing a mark on a jump or something. And you know, intermediate class, as you move up, you got to go faster, but you also can't crash. You got to. The people you're racing with are consistent and fast, so she has to work on that consistency a bit, but she's getting there. And Maddy always shows up for the mains. She struggles usually in qualifying, but for some reason the girl shows up during the main events.
Mylee, kind of kicking some butt out there in Sportsman class and under 15. What are you, maybe TQ?
I was for the first round, and I think I'm second after the second round.
All right, so what do you think? You can move up behind your sister next year to intermediate if you take
I don't know. Maybe if I take home Sportsman this weekend.
I've told Mylee for a month now this is her weekend. I think Maddy's got a little harder road to travel, but I still think she can do it too.
Yeah, and thank you all, BeachRC and yourself for putting on this great event. It's awesome. We're having a blast.
All right, I'm going to staging her.
A little shy in front of a camera, these girls prefer to do most of their talking on the track. The Fall Brawl is busy with racers trying to get that last good run. Mylee is up first. She chooses Wayne, her stepdad, to be her spotter and pitman. With laser focus, Mylee Mihelich watches the race before hers, looking for anything that could help. As the pressure turns up, it all comes down to this. Mylee takes her place on the driver's stand. as Maddy joins her dad to support her sister and look for lines because her race is next. The pits are busy with anticipation as the first laps are run and the racers are officially on the clock. With an A-main qualifying run, Mylee quickly gives advice to her sister.
Do you think it was the tires or the radio?
He didn't. Okay, he changed the radio, but it was on the wrong setting. He changed my e-button.
Okay, so it's a tire.
So it's the tires.
The outside on that roller, it's a longer way around the track. There's more dust out there.
We both just gotta have one more good run.
That's right, girl.
Mad Maddy puts in a solid run that should qualify her into the A-main on Sunday.
You're in the A. You were in the A, girl.
The lower mains are being run here at the 21st annual Fall Brawl.
All we have, guys, is one very, very small shower that's over the top of us right now.
Always lurking in the shadows, the weather decides to rear its ugly head.
Track is going to get slick, slick, slick.
Knowing that someone would have to do it, Joker Snyder decides to take one for the team. He throws his body at a turned-over car, crashing to the muddy surface.
What happened?
And does all the racers scheduled to run that night a solid favor.
All righty, guys, pull them on in, pull them on in. Pull them into pits, guys, pull them into pits.
The races are canceled until the next morning.
We're going to conclude racing for tonight. Race number 4, you will pick back up in the morning.
It's early Sunday morning, and the weather finally starts to move on. The pits are still quiet as the drivers get their last bit of rest because they know there's a full day of mains ahead. Even though the races were canceled the prior evening due to weather, the track actually took the rain quite well. Drivers walk and inspect the track and take some last-minute pictures. The pits begin to busy, and just like that, racing is underway.
All right, guys, race 4, turn them loose, turn them loose, turn them loose.
Let's stand 5.
Drivers in the lower mains battle for the top 3 positions so they can bump up into the next race. The ultimate goal is to get to the A main event. With just a few races run and some volunteers blowing off the track, the traction comes up and the black groove starts to come back.
Track's awesome, man. It's a little greasy due to the Mother Nature there, but you know, that's just part of it. It's always, you know, like any fall brawl, there's always going to be a slick track, but it's always when, you know, usually it's kind of in the morning, or if the round 2 or 3 goes late, it's slick. But you know, Mother Nature did us a little favor this year. She slicked, you know, first round, second round, and third round. I think that's the only track, the good track we're gonna get.
Yeah. That track, it is, it's very technical, and which he builds tracks at home that are very technical. So I think the girls are at home with that. They just got to get used to the traction differences with the Fall Brawl being a little slick in the evening and super grippy during the day. They got to get used to that.
Yeah, I think the track's it's really good. It's a fun layout. It's not super fast, but like he said, it's technical on the infield, and there is a fast way around it, but you have to hit your marks. You have to downside the jumps. You have to have your car angled right when you hit the jumps. So when you downside the stuff, you're not going straight. You're going into the next corner. So it's easy to go around the track and not crash, but it's hard to go around the track fast and get down in the lap times that you need to be competitive.
I love this track. I love the facility. I love Lucas busting his ass all the time. It's fast. The grip came up real well. It kind of sucked last night when we got that little spritz of rain and got a little slick, but it was cool watching those guys scooting around, shooting out rooster tails. That was cool.
Yeah, I was amused for a minute.
Yeah. And then Joker busted his butt.
Joker ruined it for everybody.
Yeah.
Actually, he made it better for everybody because
everybody could go home
last night. Yeah, I mean, the track is 10 times better this morning than it was last night.
Yeah, it was. I hope they don't change the layout for Spring Sting, because this thing is awesome. It changed that double hill thing going on back there. Monty Mountain, is it called?
I don't know how he got that. I don't know how he got some big old mountains, but the wall jump, we'll probably change it. We'll make it a little more difficult.
I liked it.
We're nearing the end of the B mains. RC dads cheer on their kids, and RC kids cheer for their dads. Drivers battle it out for the final 3 spots into the main event. After Saturday's qualifying run, Mad Maddie was expected to make the A main. However, she qualified at the top of the B, having to also battle her way to the main event. Her car is warmed up and the driver is ready. It's go time. Maddie qualifies to the A main with the 3rd place finish. Mylee Mihelich is up next. She made the A main Sportsman Nitro buggy and electric buggy race, but we all know Nitro is the glory.
All right, made it through most of the weekend. Now it's going really counts.
Right now, Nitro's and glory's in a Nitro, right?
Yep.
The cars are lined up as Mylee takes her place on the stand. She's focused, ready, and looking for results.
before Mike gets with the bob. All right, guys, let's get our top five. Top five up here real quick. Please, top five before you real quick, please.
Mylee takes a hard-fought second place in Sportsman Nitro Buggy, and also takes the win in Sportsman Electric Buggy. Mad Maddy goes on to take the victory in Intermediate Electric Buggy and takes 4th place in Intermediate Nitro Buggy. David Olsen secures a big win in the Pro Electric Buggy class. This was a hard-fought and well-deserved win, and all his teammates congratulate him. So this brings to end the 21st annual Fall Brawl. This was the hardest video series I've ever attempted. If you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I love y'all.